Ooh, hello my Patreon guys, how you doing? So, I'm trying to test out this live stream now with see if it's working. So we have I'm working on my remix for Coming On Strong, and today what I'm going to try to do is to basically connect my mix-in with the breakdown. It's starting right here. Right now it's a little bit abrupt, so yeah, you can have a listen. It just goes really nuts. Let's have a look at that. Let's go to my OBS here. Here we go. So here we go, and that's the screen. And I'll be a little slow now, but trying to get everything working. All right. By the way, if you're watching, just join me directly here on Patreon. If you're watching later, then just, yeah, shit happens. Here we go. So this is so far the build up, like really easy. Yesterday I was working on a little bit of transition here from the mix-in with the build up. So I came up with these nice fills here, which basically combined several different samples and made my own little transition there. So let's see how this sounds, and then we just need to connect the rest of the track. Here comes the melody. And then it goes and goes until the melody. I had a lot of work with these little vocal chops because they were actually out of tune, and I got this tip from Signum himself where he said, like, be careful, the vocals are actually not in tune with the track. So I fixed it up. It sounds pretty cool. And now here's the transition I was talking about. It's just there's nothing yet. It's very empty. So that's what we're gonna work round 2, so we get to the best part of the track, which is the main melody. So there's nothing yet, and then the vocal starts in. And we can take the inspiration from the original track, because I would like to keep it like as close to the original as possible. So that's what we're gonna do right now. You know, just the thing is, when I'm working on these classic remixes, and you know, you can't really fuck it up. If you fuck it up, people will hate it. So I'm trying to stick to the original, just give it a new sound and my signature sound. So this was actually the original transition to the breakdown. So he kept the melody there, and I want to do that, but I want to start it a little bit later. This is how it starts for me. Actually, I really like this part here. But it starts like very abruptly, so let's work on that a little. We have several pads that we can work with here. You know, the pad sounds are the long ones, like over here. So I'm thinking of just letting this go on one note for about 8 bars, and then start working all with the melody. So let's just take this. Let's just duplicate this little part here. We can do the same here. Here we go. We want to make this as atmospheric as possible. Oh, sorry. there it is. I was copying these parts over here. Still need to get used to when I'm working with like more screens. It's new to me. There we go. So seems to be working. And if you have any questions, just let me know on in the comments if you're watching live. Right now I think it's just me watching, who knows. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do with the pads. Just gonna let them go down. And I don't want the LFO tool to just disappear like this. It's the side chaining, I'm just gonna let it disappear over time. Now let's do the other pods as well. This other one actually is coming in. So we're gonna do the opposite thing where we're just gonna fade it in instead of fading out. I like these ones. So just put it all the way down. Yeah, this will be nice. Now let's do this one here. We have it on the macro, so it makes it really easy to work with. And then the last one, which is a zebra. Same thing, just gonna go down like this. We can make it a little bit more aggressive, the whole thing. Okay, let's see how it's gonna sound. And this is where we basically come in with those spots that we had there before. So just gonna take it and let it build up underneath. It might go a little bit more down because right now it just feels there's too much, and I want the most of the focus to be on the vocal. So we're gonna go a little bit deeper here. Oopsie. We actually need this transition to go down a little like that. Really want it subtle. This one is there just for the warmth. There we go, and then this one. Let's see. One more time. So I'm not sure about how the melody goes there, so I'm just gonna use the build-up melody instead on those pads. Feels like there's too much changes, and anyway I wanted to change the pads anyway because I wasn't very happy about how they sound, so let's see. Yeah, one thing that's definitely missing is the sub, so we're gonna put it in, but my idea was just not use the sub, at least in the first part where the vocals start. So need to figure it out first. So I'll just probably like do like over here where the vocals are. Yeah, that's starting to be really sweet. But thing is, I wanted to take it away. So either I make the blade out longer or I just forget that whole part. So yeah, it's a very hard decision to make. Let's see what we can do here with this pad. Sub 1. The audio in. And we're gonna just increase the gain gradually here. something wrong with this pad here. I choose the wrong automation here. Because it sounds really well when there's nothing, just the vocal. So I think we will have to just add a few more bars in there. Because this part sounds amazing when there's nothing playing. So let's try the different approach here. Now let's just take these pads out completely. Like the whole thing will just go. Adding a little bit of the reverb tail. Yeah, that will definitely work. Just let it go like this. One more time and way, way, way lower. Just the whole thing. And then we come in with the sub. So I'm not using this too, so this can go. So no for the sub pad. Let's see how it sounds now. So the sub starts a little bit too soon, so let's try this. We're gonna put this little bit here. See if it's gonna do something in terms of energy. By the way, it's so hard to do this with live stream and talking about it. Missed a little. Yeah, that's working. Yeah, I'm working without sonar work, so I don't want to put it on, so you guys actually hear how it really sounds, not how it doesn't sound. But still not there. Like, this is the hardest part, you know, making these transitions nice. So I'm thinking maybe using a nice atmosphere would actually help here in this part. So that's how I do things, and I'm usually using Splice to find the right one. Now, this track, you look at it on the pads. Yeah, we are in the D sharp minor scale. So we're just gonna go and look for atmosphere in the D sharp. Here we go. And what do we have here? That's pretty cool. Oh, I like this one. Let's let it download. There we go. It was this one. Let's put it there. See what it can do with the track. So add the atmosphere here. And it seems like it fills out just the right amount of space that I was looking for. I'm gonna put like a very long reverb on it. And I'm actually using the Lexol, which is the old one. It doesn't work on the new system, so I'm still in Mojave. I'm just gonna add in new return track. I'm just gonna make a new one with Valhalla Shimmer. which has a nice atmospheric reverb. It's this little guy here. And let's set it up. We're gonna go bypass this. Let's go with big stereo. Bright mode is okay. Mix 100%. Do some low cut there. High cut up a little. And let's put it to 0. So it's like really big. And let's put this to -20. Let's see how it's gonna sound. And this is where it can end, so I'm just gonna blend in this little part here. So turn off the automation mode and then just fade it in. So I want it to finish right there. And it also can filter out a little bit. That's probably too much. And let's put this sweep here. Yeah, this is gonna need some work, but it's getting there. Now, I'm thinking here to use an instrument. I like to do this in my tracks. I add like a unique melody in this little part, just like a little snippet, you know, inside. So let's try to use the Spire, and I have just an instrument I was looking for. Is like call it Blade Runner. It's coming from my last bank for Spire. And it's right here. There we go, Pad Blade Runner. It sounds like this. It's very nice and atmospheric, and let's see what we can do here. So we would go like A sharp minor, and then D sharp. So basically A sharp, D sharp, and then some more tunes. Let me hear it one more time. No, okay, let's see if this will work. Let's play it. Now just click this, and there we go. This is what I just played. It's a little bit out of time and sync, and it's super loud. So first let's put it down and play around with it a little. Yeah, it's horrible. So just need to make it a little bit more subtle here on the cutoff. I think these two notes just don't work, so we can just go back down and see if this one will work. Let's try. Yeah, this is much nicer. And we're gonna have to like put it a little bit sooner. Beautiful. Now let's add the shimmer to it, just so it's a little bit more atmospheric towards the end. Like that. And there are some frequencies here I don't like. I think it's these mids over here. It's very harsh. Oh, why are you not filtering out? I put filter away. Let's filter this out a little more. Yeah, that's nice. So they should be working well together now. And it's this little high note I don't like, so I'm gonna just move this whole thing around a little in that atmosphere and just blend it in. Let's see. We have an echo filter here. It's like a special filter, and here in this part where that high note comes in, I can think we can use that. Just in this little part. It's now on D, so I'm just gonna lift it up in that little part. Sort of like this. To create like an effect. This is what it's doing actually. Like a that's cool, and I think we need to cut out a little bit more of the low end from this. That's much nicer, so now this can go up. Yeah, that's nice. Now let me check how is the sound, because I think it's bad. Now let me check how is the sound. Okay, I think it's alright. It's all working. It's just the image is a little poor. So it seems to be working. Okay, so let's continue working on this transition now. Nice. Still would like to add some noisers there. So let's see what we have here in the samples. So sample, and I have this DNB bank that has like really nice samples inside. Now let me just see. It's always hard to remember where it was. I think it's this one. No, that's something else. Where did I put you? Okay, we already used that. What's in yellow? Yeah, something like this. And it's this atmospheric stuff from drum and bass bank. And I'm looking for the D sharp. I really like this one, the moving hearts. So I'm not gonna leave it as is, of course. Gonna play around with it a little. Now the sample, if it's drum and bass, used to be somewhere around 170. Let's turn it to tones. Actually, looks like I actually really hit it right. Maybe 172 or 173. Let's try 174. Yeah, now this is, yeah, this is where it ends. So it should fit in with the rhythm. Let's see. Super loud. Now again, I'm not gonna be using the whole thing. I'm gonna play around with this. So first of all, let's get rid of the everything here. I'm not sure if it's in the correct note though. Okay, I can't find it because it's in D sharp minor, it says, but I don't think so. But this one has like a similar vibe. 174. Let's do it. Feels more like in key. Why I'm doing this, I just want to make this like really like moving. So let's just put the LFO tool on top of that. We're gonna turn on the filter. I'm just gonna play around with the cutoff. Let's try some crazy presets here. 16th ARP. It's a bit too much. Let's try the 1/4. Yeah, 1/4 dot is actually doing it for me. I just want to basically use this as like a background thing that is moving around. And let's add maybe a redux on it just so it feels different. Let's see how this sounds. Second. The message from his ReOrder. There we go. Let's see. That's nice. And now let's add the reverb on it. It's basically all I wanted to do, you know, like this kind of crazy transition. And then I'm gonna be using it here just underneath, just to carry the atmospheric feel of the whole thing. Just gonna lower it down, way down. So it's just in the background, like a noise. But those pads are a little bit off-pissing. So I'm just gonna reuse those pads a little bit more here in this part. Like that. And this is the part that we need to really figure out right now. It's the plucks that come in. They just come in really abruptly, like too sharp. So let's have a look at this tune. And I think if we reduce this envelope amount of the cutoff, it should help to soften it up a little. Also, this one is coming in a little bit too steep. So let's try 0.17. And there's something missing. We already have that echo filter. I think we can just incorporate it here, just so it adds some of those high notes in there. It's nice. It's still a little bit too harsh. It's probably coming from this cutoff, so I'm just gonna lower it down. Might also be the volume of it, because I want it to come really soft so it feels nice. Let's see. Yeah, almost there. Almost there. Let's try adding this in. I can't even hear it, so no. But we have some effects that we can use here, just before. And we gonna need, the boom is already there. So it's still this dune, it's just too harsh, so still lowering it down here. And this one, this plug is too sub heavy in there. This one, zebra one. Start a little bit. Let's see how it goes. And I forgot I have this little transition effect that I used before. I'm just gonna use it here with this one and put it lower. Might make it a little bit nicer. Louder. I think that snare roll actually can start right from here, and we just gonna make the volume come in sharper from this point. Sorry, easier. Now this whole part just feels awkward. So first of all, let's get rid of this boom, because we don't need it there. We already have one boom here. This one, where is it? Where's my boom? Tibor. Where did you put the boom? Ah, there it is. So we have this one. But it starts with like a phase in because I want to use the other one. But this one just doesn't feel right. You know, with this one. It's like it's missing something there. So let's just use this boom as is. Now we have some noisers here. This works. That's pretty cool. What else do we have here? We have a spire up. But it still needs, that transition needs to be like really amazing. So I'm gonna try put this away. Let's see if that helps a little. The high pots as well. So I'm guessing I'm just gonna take away all these pots and make a half bar gap and just let the leads speak in there. This can go as well. This other plug can stay. This is all good. And now we're talking the snare. That's all good. And this reverse crash. Perfect. I don't know, the leads just feel weak, so I'm guessing it's gonna take like another session for me just to work on the leads. I'll see. CPU is dying because of Diva pod I have there. But still, it needs to be more powerful. So I have an idea here that we can do here on the master channel. Gonna put the utility there and reduce the gain here and just let it go down by, let's say, minus 1.5 dB. See if it feels stronger. Seems like the pods are a bit too heavy in this part. It feels okay in the drop actually. Let's try adding in the fill that I made earlier. I used it for the drop. Let's try adding it here. If it does something to it. And let's move this one here. Get rid of this. Yeah, it's starting to feel nice. Still not there yet, but getting there. Let's try to get rid of the pads as well. Gonna put it, delete it. Yeah, it definitely helped. Definitely. Just this little bit needs to be louder. Yeah, this boom is just not doing it for me. So let's try putting this one back in. Still not there. How about I take away the high end here? Sorry, the low end. And let's give it a little bit of a click using our kick. It's actually here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Just take this. That's our kick. It should have like all the settings from the drop. So let's see. It's basically what we're gonna use with this one. And we take away the low end from this one here. So now it should have like a stronger impact. So I only have one noiser and one sweep. Maybe we can add like one more sweep down. One of these babies here. Okay, these are too easy. We need something sweepish, like a psh sound. So let's add an audio here. Let's look at the samples. Let's look for noisers, see what we have here. Yes, something like this. Something just does make it like really powerful. Just gonna do this and take it down by 6 dB and just make this first part really loud. Just that initial hit, and let's put it minus 8 dB. Let's see if it helps make it more powerful. Yeah, starting to sound like a track. Okay, let's have a listen to what we did today so far, if I like it. There was this little sound I found before. This one, I think this can work here. Just like a step sound. Now it's in G sharp. We're gonna put it down to D sharp. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes down. So let's just do it like this. Let's unwarp and change the pitch of it. Let's put the reverb on top. And we can also use that echo filter. Actually, it would be nice to use this for the melody, you know, like something simple. Let's try that. And back to minus 5. Just, you know, just for fun. Could be a little bit louder and a little bit softer. So let's add the EQ here and let's soften it up a little. Nice. And that echo is nice, but it's not doing what I want. So let's try adding a delay there. And let's just do 4 and 6. Yeah, here we go. Let's put this here. Try putting this in there. Yeah, it feels alright, so let's have a listen and then we can wrap it up.